Tonight on News Watching, Syracuse football is making history, one win at a time.
Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is facing new allegations.
And we may have gotten a sneak preview of who could win Best Picture at the Academy Awards. I'm Taylor Mensch.
And I'm Parita Desai.
All that and more on News Watching tonight. Well, Pope Francis acknowledged that sex abuse scandals surrounding the Catholic Church are turning people away from their faith. In a speech given at the presidential palace in Estonia, the Pope said the Church must change its ways if it wants to keep future generations involved in Catholicism. This is in light of a German report documenting more than 3,600 cases of abuse towards children within the Catholic Church.
Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh is facing allegations from a second woman. Kavanaugh and his first accuser, Christine Blasey Ford, will testify to the Senate Judiciary Committee on Thursday. Republican senators have hired an Arizona prosecutor to handle the questioning. President Trump emphasizes support for the nominee, saying that Democrats are trying to, quote, destroy a fine person.
In a commanding 51-21 victory over their former Big East rival, the UConn Huskies, Syracuse football did what no other Orange team has been able to do since 1991, start the season with 4 wins and no losses. The Orange are one of 21 remaining Division I teams without a single loss through the first 4 weeks of the season. Syracuse has yet to trail in a football game during their 2018 campaign, as they've outscored their opponents 198-80. The number 3 ranked Clemson Tigers await the Orange for a heavyweight matchup this Saturday. Well, the Toronto Film Festival has wrapped up, and the movie that would wind up walking away with the most success was Green Book, a movie that no one had seen prior to the festivities. Green Book premiered to strong reviews, leading to the film winning the prestigious People's Choice Award. The flick is about the true story of an African-American classical pianist who goes on tour with his white driver through the Deep South in the 1960s. The win in Toronto was big, as the People's Choice Award is notorious for predicting future Academy Award winners for Best Picture.
President Trump offered defense of his America First policies at the United Nations General Assembly. Trump said the UN had unlimited potential but is often at odds with the international community. He acknowledged pulling out of the Paris Climate Accords and imposing tariffs on allies. Part of the president's speech was met with silence, but when he claimed to accomplish more than any of his predecessors, the audience laughed out loud. Today, the president is set to meet with the Israeli prime minister. Later, he'll chair a Security Council meeting on nuclear weapons. Thousands of South Carolina residents are under evacuation orders. Local rivers are continuing to rise. Some cities are preparing for severe flooding. Other areas have already been submerged in over 10 feet of water. Port cities have largely been spared from flooding, but nearby rivers could change that. Hurricane Florence killed more than 46 people in 3 states, the most damage taking place in South Carolina. Flooding is expected to continue for the next couple of days and throughout the weekend.
Weight Watchers really wants you to know that it's not just in the diet business. The company announced that it will be changing its name to WW. CEO Mindy Grossman says the name reflects its focus on overall health and wellness, and not just shedding pounds. To add some spice and target a wide audience, WW has brought on an A-list group of ambassadors. Actor Kevin Smith, music recording artist DJ Khaled, and celebrity chef Eric Greenspan are all on board to promote healthy lifestyle through WW. The company hopes these efforts will ultimately allow people to focus on eating healthier, exercising, and having a more positive mindset.
American fashion brand Michael Kors is acquiring the Italian brand Versace. The new company will be called Capri Holding. The purchase costs more than $2 billion and is a merger between 2 major companies. The multi-billion-dollar bid will challenge European conglomerates that dominate the global luxury market. The deal will end one of the last prominent standalone fashion brands. Michael Kors says the company is committed to growing the brand. Expected revenues will be over $2 billion in the next few years. It's interesting that brands outside of the fashion realm are starting to merge as well and change their names, just like as we saw with that story.
Yeah, absolutely. You have WW, you now have Dunkin' Donuts that officially changed their name to Dunkin'. So there's a lot of changes with these big corporations.
Yeah, very interesting.
Well, coming up next on News Watch, and we'll find out if Red Bull really does give you wings.
And more and what to expect from stormy weather this weekend.
And grandparents are protesting ICTV. We'll tell you why.
Stay with us.